Okay, so today is Monday, the 5th of January, and it's snowing. It's been maybe a year that I haven't seen any snow, and I had a little intuition of maybe I should film something outside, but also this is not my priority. My main priority today is to find out what happens after 2 days of rest. So I've been resting for 2 days after really intense and with a lot of volume sesh. I have overall not too bad conditions. My sleep is okay tier. I know I have to work on it, but it's freaking hard. And so the first step is a warm-up. Okay, so I feel a bit sore in the back because yesterday I've been running and just this motion of swinging the arms created some soreness in the traps. Also, I feel a bit blocked, but with this little warm-up wrist and doing some little leans, I felt like I had a lot of muscle ease. My strength, I feel really great. Now, I didn't test my touch, so that's something I just do, like right now. And my goal really is to see if I have interest into trying to push, or maybe eventually, I'm not sure yet, to keep repetition in reserve in order to kind of activate the nervous system for tomorrow or days after. This is an hypothesis I'm not sure yet of, so that's why I have to be carefully looking for this. I feel a bit heavy and there is no particular reason for this, so it means, if I follow my hypothesis, that I have huge interest into not trying too much too hard. It means that I am in phase of adaptation, because I'm currently trying to find a specific theme on my own progression, specifically on touch, which is the thing I'm trying the hardest to get, and that for my whole life, even when I was strong to some extent. It was hard. I just led myself to stop working too hard on touch because it was just working for no result. So this year I'm trying to find out by proving things. So yeah, that's my clue for the touch for today. And for planche, I haven't tried yet, so that's something I'll get to right now. Well, I feel light, as you can see. I feel like I've done nothing. Like it's the same as if I was walking. It's a good sign, and so I have my directive for the whole training. I haven't tried full yet, but I feel like I can push something, I can pull something in the push area. That would be interesting. So I just focus on this, warm up a bit more. And when I mean warm up, in this case, it will just be one set of full press with the intent of being as explosive as possible. And yeah, having automation on my alignment. And after this, I'll really launch the real work. And for the pull part, this is something I'll talk more after. But my goal will just be to harvest enough volume to nervously get on track, let's say. So let's get started. Okay, so I know where I go. Whoa. It's even strange to feel as as this. I hope I won't make too much expectation of what I could do, but this time I'll use my speaker to let you listen in direct. And now the real question is on what song will I do my first combo on? And I think about a really specific one. And it's from an artist that just began releasing song when I just stopped calisthenics. So during my whole year of stopping, he could produce things. Now I just listen to all his work, and that's freaking amazing. His name is Soundbreaker, Australian guy, and his songs, guys, he's someone practicing calisthenics, and so it's freaking amazing to have someone that can understand why we like that much hard wave, and he could add a bit of his own touch also, so that's interesting. And I'll go with a Casa. So, just to tell you, 3 days ago, my maximum was 3 seconds to press, nothing more. And negative, it was just unattainable. It was something I couldn't just think about. So, it's quite a good sign. Now, what do? For the push side, I know what I have to. I've been a bit too far because I was too excited. What I would have interest to harvest the more, I think, would have been press, negative press, in order to have volume in this direction, you know, of reaching this next step of doing presses after presses, more than just hold or press. And so I think this is something I'll focus on for the following series. On the touch side, as I said, my main goal was to have a minimum amount of volume with repetitions in reserve, and so that's what I did. Now I just have to focus and concentrate in the right direction. This is the most important. And so it's just a matter of doing now. And this time my choice will be on Night City Raz from K-Trek maybe. This guy launched like a 1 hour long compilation of songs, and bro, Okay, so I think that's all for today. I'm a bit happy about my first combo, but then after, and I knew it, that it was something I could fall into. It's the trap of having too much fulfillment from the first combo and then having the hype to drop down so high, so low, that like the first combo is really important. This is where you unlock the door. But the main work is still in consistency and in the overall process. It's something I'm really guilty of for a long time. The main thing that was creating fulfillment was my first combo and the first achievement. And then after this, it was just a matter of doing the work without enjoying it at the fullest, which cannot be reliable on the long run. This is something I mainly burn my wings onto. Anyways, I don't have much time and my workout was a bit too long. Just before leaving you, I wanted to tackle the subject I was talking about during my workout, which is taking into consideration method and following specific scheme when it comes to learning skills and harvesting specific strength for them. But first, let me sit down. Okay, so what I wanted to tackle was the specific scheme that was implied in gaining strength in calisthenics. My main intuition, it's not really an intuition, the main information I'm basing all my theory hypothesis on is coming from a French YouTuber, a French athlete more than YouTuber, which name is Adrien _ street workout, which has done international competition. He has done the SWAB like 2 years ago, I think. I don't remember. And the main strength of this athlete is that he's really polyvalent. He's able to have a really high level in push, in pull, and also in freestyle, which is something really rare in France. So much that the strongest in freestyle, which was mixing strength and agility, was just the old champion of 2018 and himself, Adrien. And the point is that he released a whole formation, let's say, a whole system for learning skills, specifically the first stage of skills, which is something that corresponds to my level in touch. Like really, I'm stuck to one leg hold and maybe close to the full touch, but I feel like some pieces are missing, and if I just continue as I did before without the time and the energy I could spend before, I won't just get to this point, getting the front lever touch. So that's why I've been interested in his way of thinking that is way more science-based, which in calisthenics doesn't exist. Like science-based, bro? Really? The point I'm coming on, when it comes to learn a new skill, there's a lot of variables coming into, and what I tried until then for maybe 5 years is training it as if it was planche, which didn't work for a lot of reasons. For me, the biggest difference between planche and touch, for me, just me, this is really important because it's something really individual and that cannot be taken in consideration as your truth. For me, planche was something I could achieve by working on it with a high frequency, which is something I then applied to touch front lever that didn't work out. So the hypothesis I'm trying to take from Adrien's street workout is SRA. So stress, stimulus, recuperation, and adaptation. It's basically a curve. It's a bit self-explanatory when you just see it. It means that you have interest into creating stress by working out, and then comes to a point in which you cannot just create stimulus, interesting stimulus that would create adaptation anymore. And then after this, you have adaptation that then leads you to being even stronger than the previous summit. And the point is that in planche, I could get to this like really frequently, really easily, just by doing almost every day, which is something that didn't prove itself in front lever touch. Each time I try this, it's as if I was just creating stress, and in phase of recuperation I was trying to create stress again, but this time I wasn't able to progress as my body wouldn't enable me to. What I'm trying to verify is that in this SRA curve today I would be on the kind of middle of this curve, and then like on the path to create a lot of adaptation. And this is why I decided for today to really have a conservative approach and not push things too much in order to do not disturb my recuperation and adaptation itself. And so This is something we'll verify in maybe tomorrow or maybe in 2 days. I don't know yet, but in theory, if my hypothesis is right, I should be stronger tomorrow and maybe even after tomorrow. So that's something we'll see. I don't have much more thing to say. I'm a bit sore, like mentally. My sleep was a bit poor, I have to admit. Like in the middle of the night, I've been woken up by indigestion. Maybe indigestion. I don't know if it's the right word. Like stomach ache. My stomach was just scrambled all over and I won't draw it. Anyways, I just put on the bottom the musics and also Adrien's channel. I don't know if it has English subtitles. I hope for you it has. I know you like this format, so you know what to do. And yeah, that's it for today. Be consciousful of what you do. Like, things are not meant to be hazard. You're not meant to fall on anything. Result can be proven. It's just a matter of knowing where you go and having measurement to go where you want to. See you.